So it's 2023 and we all know that you can absolutely make so much money by creating content. This is because brands are creating huge amounts of content on a daily basis because consumers have become insatiable. You have to release content every hour, every minute to keep up with your consumers. But how do you actually get started? My name is Sylvia Tinyari. I'll give you a breakdown on what I did on my first 30 days and the things that I wish I knew before I got started that would have made my journey so much easier. So if you're looking to get started as a user-generated content, grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's chill out for a little bit. The first thing that you want to do is pick a niche. You have to be very specific almost about what kind of content you want to be creating. Is it tech products? Is it services that you're talking about? Is it facial care? Is it lifestyle, self-help, self-care? I would say there's a lot of contradicting advice on whether you should have a very specific niche or not. But so far I agree with both schools of thought really, because personally I think that I have so many facets in my life, right? I go to the gym, I do my face care routine, right? And these are things that I really am passionate about, and these are things I love, and I believe that you can find a way to marry all these aspects together. You definitely don't want to have like 20 niches, 10 niches. That's a bit too much, and it stretches you out a little bit thin. But if you're able to focus on one niche, even better. Maybe less than 3 different niches, even better. So for example, if you're a fitness content creator, then you can focus on fitness apparel, you can focus on fitness equipment, you can focus on water bottles. It's one niche, but then it's very broad, so you can deviate and do this. Personally, I advise people to focus on what they are passionate about, because this is what keeps you in the game, right? So once you have already established your niche, whatever it is, right? So the next step is to build a portfolio. You can build a portfolio on paid domains like godaddy.com. There's plenty of paid domains where you can host your website, and there's also free ones like Canva, where you can create your own private website. I found that to be very easy when I was first starting off. I created a portfolio on Canva. If you need help going around that, I'm here. You can just leave me a comment, let me know, and we can just DM and talk, and I will just give you a few pointers on how to go about it. So period, you've already done your portfolio. Easy peasy. And for you to create your portfolio, there's so many samples that you can get, right? You can learn from other UGC creators on how their portfolio outline looks like before you perfect it and make it super well polished, right? You can just look on other creators' platforms and what they're doing and what their portfolio looks like. Even if it was simply a gifted collab that you shot a video and they gave you a testimonial and they said something like, it was such a great opportunity working with you, or so-and-so, Tinyari, for example. Tinyari was such a good creator, she delivered on time. This is something I'm also gonna put on my portfolio, because that's a stamp of truth, right? It's a mark of a credible content creator. So why not put it's your certification? This is what I do and I'm good at it, that kind of thing. Okay, so the next thing, what kind of products are we selling? It depends on the product really. It depends on whatever the brand that you're working with sells. So if it's water, maybe you can do pictures. If you can take really good pictures, user-generated pictures, of course. Don't take it to the studio and hire models. We're not talking about that level of polish, because it has to look like a regular ad, like a normal person like myself and you, just using the water or using the product. So for example, here's this mirror, and let's say the day that it came in, I was able to unpack it, right? I unpacked it from the box. I'm like, oh my god, guys, hi, I found this mirror from Amazon or so-and-so, and this is how it looks. And that's an unboxing video. That's a user-generated kind of content. And then the product review. So I like it because the colors are so beautiful. It's very malleable. It can change shapes and sizes. That's not true, I'm just saying. Okay, so you've already figured out what kind of products that you can create, right? The next thing is to research on potential brands. Who do you want to work with? For example, I'm a skincare user-generated content creator. Who do I want to work with? Maybe there's this particular product that I love, Vaseline. right? So I want to work with Vaseline. And you go to their social media pages. This is how my personal pitching process is like. I'll go to their personal social media pages, or I'll go to the web and find their email. Just a way to get in touch with the market team, for example. So I look for Vaseline on social media. I would say you really have to make your pitches very honest, very authentic. You don't want to make a very generic pitch for every brand that you want to work with. Hi guys, I run face care routine, whatever. You have to find that personal touch that you have with this particular brand. Why should they hire you? And this is also something that you should put in your portfolio, in your website. Why should they be hiring you? You know, why are you passionate about this particular product? Why is it important for you? And then I look at it as the problem solution kind of approach, where we identify, okay, this product is amazing. First of all, you have to give grace. You have to tell the brand why you would want to work with this product, or why you would want to work with them. So first of all, you have to have a personal touch to it, a really true care for the brand. Why do you care about this brand? You know, why do you want to work with them? Obviously you want the money, but it's why, how can I make your brand better? This is how you sell. So for example, I'm in Asia right now, or I'm in a completely different country, and I have been using this particular facial product that seems to work amazing on my skin. So in my pitch, I would tell the brand how much I really love the product, because it's true, right? However, I feel like maybe if they used me as a content creator, then it would diversify their market to other people who look like me. That's just an advantage I have because I'm a black girl. We can say this. No, but that's what I would do really. My point is, you have to make your pitches very authentic and give a true care to the brand, why they should work with you and what problem you're trying to solve. It doesn't have to be something crazy really. It's just where you see a loophole and how you can fix it. So win-win for everybody. The brand gets their bread, you get your bread. When you're pitching to these brands, right, obviously you're gonna be spotting so many different brands. Okay, so I wanna work with this face care product brand, and I also wanna work with this other one. So you can create an Excel sheet on your laptop or computer, just an Excel sheet of the brands that you want to work with, and of course you can color them. You know how Excel sheets work. You can color them with different colors and letters. You know, the ones that you've already sent an email, what reply is just organizational to make sure that you keep tabs of the brands that have already reached out to you, the brands that you want to reach out in future, the progress of the brands that you've already talked to, just purely organizational. And here's what I'd say: when you start, you really don't have to go buying like huge cameras, big lights, unless you already have them, right? As long as you have a smartphone, you really are good to go. A smartphone, of course, with a clear camera with good quality videos. If there's one thing that I would advise you to buy, it probably would be just a ring light. The other thing is to figure out your rate. You have to calculate how much you think is worth your time per hour, how much is worth your time per video, depending on the video that you're creating. Okay, so 3 minutes TikTok video is gonna take me this much time, and you figure out how much would be a fair price for you. And also you can check out on other content creators and how much they charge, especially on Fiverr. You're able to see the prices that most creators will charge for what on Fiverr, on Upwork. I hear you're able to see how much other creators in your particular niche charge per hour, and then that way you'll get an idea of what your base rate is. When I first created my portfolio, I really just screamed my prices up there. This is not something I would advise you to do. I would advise you not to really put up your prices there, because sometimes you can shoot yourself in the foot, because sometimes the brand has a different budget. It could be higher, it could be lower, right? We will talk about how to negotiate with brands as well in a different video. So just know in your heart of hearts how much you need to be paid per hour, per video, per the deliverable really matters. Is it a 1 month contract? Is it a 2 days contract? I would not advise you to put it up on your website really. And then figure out your rates so that when it comes to negotiations, you already know how far down you can go. But also, if you ever begin with a brand, don't be so eager to cut off your prices and reduce the prices. Just try to remain in your ground a little bit, right? Because most of the times they just have a budget for this, and everyone is trying to waver and have a bit of wiggle room with it. But if you want, this is a brand that you want to work with, and they give you a certain rate that you probably normally wouldn't take, but you want to work with this brand so dearly, I would advise you to just take that price, but then also notify them that this is a discounted price, right? Because if they come back to you again in future at the lower price, they'll expect to work with you at that particular price. But if you make it clear that this is a discounted price for the first time that we're working with each other, then they understand that this is the only time that they can kill your price. So next time you start from the original price, that the honeymoon phase is over, so we are back to a regular relationship. Somebody asked me if you really have to show your face, and the truth is that you really don't have to show your face, but I would advise you to be very comfortable with showing your face, right? Because it gives that stamp of authenticity. It's like, yeah, there's an actual person behind this product that's using it and it's working. So I would say you really want to be comfortable showing your face. Also, the platforms that I would give so much credit to the gigs that I have gotten so far, it would be Twitter. Twitter is absolutely underrated when it comes to UGC community. First of all, the community on Twitter is very, very supportive. There's constantly people pushing you or pushing each other, the vibes, and you're getting so much to learn, and it's a very supportive community for UGC creators. And the final step is to start creating and go crazy. I really like this TikTok sound that says, your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. Don't second guess yourself. Don't wait until my house is not authentic enough. It's not Instagrammable. It's not Instagram worthy. Work with what you have and put yourself out there. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now I'll catch you in the next video where we talk about some of the mistakes to avoid while pitching to brands, how to pitch to brands, and just other useful information. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them below. I love you and good luck.